So, this is tough, man. It is. Like, I worry. I pause. Even when I'm just recording by myself. Like, this is a balcony we have on the second story of the house. You think you get some privacy, but then I can hear them come up in the driveway and right away, even though they probably can't hear me and aren't even listening. I feel like I should be quiet about it, but I mean about this in general. Like, see, I live with my girlfriend. She has a mortgage on a house, and she's got like 3 people helping her cover this mortgage. Because when she moved in, things were different, and now it's like, I don't know. But that's not even the point that I'm trying to make. Like, the point I'm trying to make is that I got 3 roommates. Now I'm real close with one of them. And I know that she gets me, and I know that she knows about the troubles that I go through and all that shit. And I know about her, but then there's the other 2. That's her mom and dad. So, but there's some complaints because I'm the daughter's boyfriend, and I think they get the idea that there's things she can get from the man that she's probably not going to get from me. And I think that they think it's because